In the time when computers and electronic devices were becoming more popular for gaming and social interactions, you had Ninja Saga and AdventureQuestWorlds, or AQW for short term. These were sort of like the two pioneer browser games back in the day around 2012 to 15. These games garnered millions of players and users around the world when social media was blooming and taking its early effect. For example, you had Facebook, which was undoubtedly the most popular social media at that time, and that opened a large window of opportunities for many social games such as Ninja Saga. If you haven't heard of Ninja Saga, it was a very successful and popular online social game with RPG elements, largely inspired by the anime Naruto. The game was developed by Images Entertainment. The game was released on Facebook in 2009, and it rose in popularity from around 2012 to 15. The game ran on Facebook using a dope Flash player, and this made it an extremely accessible game for thousands to millions of Facebook users. The game uses a turn-based combat mechanic with abilities and talent systems, also strongly inspired by Naruto. The way it works is that when you create your first character and move past the tutorial, you'll be taken to the main village page where you can access everything from missions, skills, pets, outfits, clans, and so on. This is your main hub where you'll always come back to do anything essentially. Now the main appeals of Ninja Saga stems from the homage it pays to the anime, and this game had the look style of one of the most popular series airing at that time, so it was no surprise that it garnered so much success. As for AdventureQuestWorlds, it was a 2D online RPG title with a massive lore. It was made by ARTIX Entertainment, and they're very well known for having a vast gallery of browser games. AdventureQuestWorlds used to run on its own website browser, but nowadays it has its own app that you need to download in order to run the game. Now, Ninja Saga and AQW each offered unique theme and gameplay experiences that you could have easily played both games without having to necessarily main one over the other. Ninja Saga had better visual, skills, animations, and a more strategic combat systems, while AQW was really huge on the way it tells its story with injected humor and a lot of creativity involved. Keep in mind it was a 2D browser game, so they had to really think about the way they tell the story with their animations and the character expression. It's pretty creative in my opinion. AQW has a large collection of quests and maps, as you can probably imagine from the title alone. Another reason that these two games became very successful was that not only was social media and computers were they becoming more popular at that time, but there was a huge demographic of people who did not have access to gaming console, or they could not run PC games, MMOs that were coming out at that time. The fact that both games require nothing except a browser and a Facebook account for Ninja Saga made them the go-to source for gaming entertainment. Not to mention, they're both free to play. Personally, I enjoyed the heck out of these games, I have to be honest. It was one of the more memorable moments of my gaming experiences. I also had friends and social groups at that time that were heavily involved in the game as I was, and we all sort of rode on this bandwagon for around a year, I would say. Would I play these games in the present? Absolutely no. I mean, to be honest, I would maybe play Ninja Saga because the turn-based combat is pretty neat and it does require proper use of skills, so I can definitely see myself having fun with that. As for AdventureQuestWorlds, the game just became too repetitive on an extreme scale. Not even like, repetitive as in, every game has a repetitive nature to it. No, this is like, at this point, the game is just a mindless questing and farming errands. All you do is click on an NPC, collect quests, click on a monster, on an enemy, kill them, hope they drop, an item or something, and you just repeat that process. Despite its large popularity and love shared by many, the game is not without obvious flaws. The main one being that it was in fact a very pay-to-win game in which you could spend money to get VIP benefits and in-game tokens, which allowed you to purchase more advanced skills, upgrades, gear, pets, and more. This pay-to-win aspect does carry to the other games I mentioned as well. That being said, Ninja Saga is a pretty simple game for the most part, and you really don't need to spend any money to have fun with just what the game provides you. As for AQW, the game does offer a lot of perks for buying AC, which is the currency that you use to get exquisite items in the game, and it also has a membership with many benefits as well. But from what I remember, I can't really speak much from in today's experience because I haven't really played the game that much. You generally don't need to spend a dime just to get through most of the content on the game, though I will tell you this game does have a crap ton of classes. It's honestly insane, and you would need AC to get quite a bit of them. Other than that, you should be fine without it. Unfortunately for Ninja Saga, the game relied on Flash Player to run on Facebook, and Flash Player discontinued in the late December of 2020, which led to the company announcing the game to go out of service temporarily, though till this day there has not been any update or any news of revitalizing the game. However, over the past few years, there have been attempts to clone what Ninja Saga achieved with releases of games such as Ninja Master and Shinobiwarfare, both of which have gone under the radar for most people, including myself. I have tried Shinobiwarfare, and while it seems like a twin sibling of Ninja Saga, it lacks the character and pivotal features that the original had, such as the tutorial when you finish creating your character, access to the inventory during combat, customizable character stats, and a few more changes that derive the game of the main appeals that Ninja Saga had. As for Ninja Master, I tried installing the game, but my antivirus blocked it and deemed it a foreign source, so I refrained from going any further. These games served as memorable period in millions of lives in the early 2010s, and they remain gems despite their discontinuation or fallout. For many people that could not afford to get or have gaming consoles or gaming computer, these browser games made huge impact for their gaming experiences, and that includes me, as all you had to do was create a Facebook account or have a browser opened and just press play. Alright guys, I hope this video gave you some valuable insight into Ninja Saga and AdventureQuestWorlds and their history in my memories. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Consider commenting, subscribing, or leaving a like. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.
You, yes you there. I must respectfully ask you to subscribe.
Do it.